All right, today I'm going to show you how to navigate through Study Island. So in the URL, you're going to type in studyisland.com. You're going to click on the login area to the right. If you notice at the bottom, you will see that you have a left column and a right column. The left column is for people who purchase Study Island at home. The right column is for students, teachers, and administrators who use Study Island at the school. So you're going to click Login. You are going to go to the username, and you're going to type in your username. You will get this in the beginning of the year. For the password, you're going to type in your password and hit Submit. It's going to bring you up to your teacher page. This is the very important page that you can have assigned to you. You can also have something called Edmundum Sensei, which we'll look at last. This is your home page. Anytime you press the palm trees at the top left-hand corner, it'll always bring you back to your teacher page. This is your attributes. So if you want to change your password, change your default home page, anything in that nature, you can do that here. Your messages, this is where you will get inboxes from students or the administration or possibly other teachers. You can also write a message and send to either one specific student or a group. Let's go back to our teacher homepage. On the left, you'll see your column. Let's look at what's new. So this area will give you new features and more information on each feature if you would like to look at these. There's a lot of great virtual workshops that are free. So if this training you would like to know more about Study Island, you can always look at that. On your teacher page, you have a section for your classes. This is where you're going to manage all of your classes. One great function to Study Island is also something called Live View. If you open up Live View, you can actually watch what your students are working on. So for example, it's summertime right now, so none of our students are currently active, unfortunately. But you will see the student, what they're doing if they're active, how much time they've spent on it, their assignment that they're working on, and what specific topic, which is really neat to see. You'll also see a little bit more data information on the bottom as far as blue ribbons, weekly class performance based on whatever subcategory you have picked for your students to work on. Parent notifications, there is a way for your parents to be connected through Study Island. I suggest it would be a great way, especially for those parents who are looking for more things for their children to do at home. It would be a great way for them to be involved in the process of learning for the children. Password list, you will have your students forget their password quite frequently. You can click on your students and you'll be able to see their username as well as their password. Please keep in mind that they have the option to change their password, or you can take that option off. So please keep that in mind as far as the older grades. If they know each other's passwords and they know that they can change each other's passwords, we have had problems in the past where they have logged onto somebody else's account, changed the password, and that child cannot log back in. So please, I would suggest turning it off and giving their passwords to them privately. If they need to change it for some reason, they can come to you at another time and let you know. You can adjust student difficulty. So if you have a student that's excelling on that grade level, you can actually make their difficulty a little bit harder. So maybe instead of getting 70% on the questions, maybe they have to get 85 or 90%. Reset start date, I wouldn't press that. It's like the red button that you never press. My assignments, you can build tests, create assignments, create a writing assignment, create your own topic, look at different custom materials by standards. We'll go into this a little bit further if you look at my video for assignments later on. Down here is your blue ribbon snapshot. This is a great tool, especially when Mr. Bailey or Miss English will ask you who is your top 5 blue ribbon earners. You'll see them in the column to the left. Your bottom 5 are the column to the right. Come up with some sort of reward that you can do in your classroom for blue ribbons. It's a great way to encourage your students to work on Study Island and earn some great prizes inside the classroom. Email reports, if you would like to, you can go to school reports to the left. I'll show you in a minute, generate a report, and you can actually email it. Right now, as you can see, I don't have any email reports scheduled, but you can have them emailed to parents regularly or to different staff members or the administration. If they need to see your school reports, you can have it automatically sent to them. Looking at your school reports, you have various things. A class gradebook report shows your students by class and their statistics. Assignment report, it shows the results for all the assignments you've created. Weekly report, just the overall statistics for each thing the students have been working on. Blue ribbon, RTI, weekly campus, just so many different things that you can use. Log-on report, statewide comparison. They love seeing these reports. I know it might sound crazy to think that, wow, my students, they might not really like to look at this, but trust me, they love this weekly campus report. I catch them doing this instead of their work all the time, because when you look at your campus weekly report, and it might take a few minutes, so we'll come back to it, it shows how they are based on the whole school. So they love seeing that. They love seeing if they're beating another class or, how far they are going. And as of right now, like we said, they haven't been on Study Island because it's summer, but you can see second grade is in the lead, so they see where they are. And especially the older ones, they don't like it if a younger grade is beating them. So it kind of helps set in motion different positive ways to get them involved. It shows you a usage graph so you can kind of see what grades have been using Study Island the most. Your class manager is where you're going to manage your classes. We'll talk about this a little bit more later on in another video. Benchmarking. Now, this is a little bit tricky. You will probably see in some of my other videos, I have benchmarking classes. This is something that you have to purchase from Study Island, and we do not have this available to our school, but there is ways to create a benchmark test for your students and without you having to buy it separately. It's a little bit more work on your end, but if you need a benchmark test, it is a great way to go ahead and do it online without having to purchase it. I'll show you that a little bit later. Teacher toolkit. This is great. You can search multiplication, and it'll give you all of these great lessons. Khan Academy videos. Khan Academy, if you don't know, is another great resource for math. All kinds of just different things. It'll tell you what grade that they're for, the subject, and the category that you'll find it under. You can even refine your search by clicking the options in the top. Custom material is anything that you've created. SC programs and US programs. Here's the last part that you need to know. Kindergarten and first grade are only found under US programs. They have Common Core in kindergarten, which is your skills mastery. They are different subjects, but they generally overlap. So if you have kindergarten or first grade, you can have them use any of those things. Everyone else will be under SC programs. For second grade, as you can see, you have math and ELA, the South Carolina College and Career Ready standards. You also have the old Common Core. Now, it says it's going to retire July 2016. It is currently July 2016, so I'm not sure when that'll be taken off. Same thing for fourth grade. As you go up, you'll see they have science and social studies. So that is all for the Navigating Through Study Island. If you have any other questions, please refer to some of the other videos that you will find later on your webpage. Thank you.